Well, some clouds out there, but temperatures are still cooling off pretty quickly as we go through our 11 o'clock hour. This is Route 460 at Ambrose. Of course, where it meets I-77, Beckley on the left, and Wytheville, Virginia is on the right if you take that turn. So is Bluefield. And, of course, that East River Mountain Tunnel that we like to show you the camera for. As we look at the current conditions, this is up in Beckley now, 55 degrees under mostly clear skies. The relative humidity is going up a bit at 77%. The barometer 30.04, but expect that to begin to fall as low pressure approaches the area from the southwest, and winds are calm at this point. Other side of the state line, 65 in Roanoke, 68 in Raleigh, 64 in Charlotte, 62 in Knoxville, 69 in Louisville. Temperatures fairly uniform around the middle Atlantic, and as you head up towards New York, 66 degrees there. Only near the Great Lakes is it somewhat cooler, of course, wind off a lake, keeping Cleveland at 53. Regional satellite radar for the last 12 hours, we see some showers off to our south and southeast over portions of the Carolinas, moving off coast and making their way into the Atlantic and over the Gulf Stream. And of course, those yesterday's storm, last several days storm for that matter, sitting off to our northeast, moving into the Canadian Maritimes, getting on out of here and leaving us alone at least for a few hours. But there's another storm system approaching from the west. You can see it right here, making its way through portions of Kansas into Missouri, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. It'll be here as we go through the day tomorrow. And there is a possibility that some of the storms that it will produce will be on the strong side. As you can see here, this is what the Storm Prediction Center thinks between Thursday and Friday. The slight risk area is off to our south. The marginal risk area, though, is right over top of us, at least the southern half of the area. And as you get up into portions of Fayette County and also into Greenbrier County, and as well as in Pocahontas County. But I think the bulk of the strongest storms are well off to our south. And take a look at the futurecast now. I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. But the severe weather threats that we do have for tomorrow are, of course, high winds and large hail, because we have cold enough air in the middle levels of the atmosphere to produce perhaps some large hail. Tornadoes is not a nil threat, but a very small threat. And flooding is localized, mainly if you find yourself underneath one of those heavier showers and thunderstorms. So the futurecast starts off okay, as we're talking about with Tiger at the very top of the show. And then as we go through our Thursday afternoon, we begin to pick up a chance for showers. But watch what happens, though, with this line right here in Kentucky. Thursday, 8 o'clock, looking pretty tough, right? When it gets over to us, though, it weakens because you lose the heating of the day. I think this will be the general trend. This has been the general trend for the past several days. You lose the heating of the day. You tend to lose the strongest thunderstorms. So they're severe in Kentucky, and by the time they get here, they're mostly heavy rain producers with some, of course, heavier rain possible as we go through the next couple of days. That's what the GFS model thinks. And underneath these showers and storms, we could pick up about 1/3 of an inch of rain in some isolated spots. So the 7-day forecast then, high temperatures mid to upper 60s, 67 and 68 as we go through our Friday and Saturday after that next low pressure center is gone. And then we see a couple of nice days, 68 and 71 for Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures then stay in the lower to middle 70s, and another chance for showers and storms, as I was talking about before the break, comes back into the picture on Monday, lasts all the way into Tuesday and Wednesday with a series of storms keeping that weather pattern active over southern West Virginia. That's your weather. More news and sports comes up in just a couple of minutes.